Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 11th biology students, and this is for 21st January 2021. As we all know that we are into the revision mode and we are revising the entire syllabus of 22 chapters. In that we have already done revision in the form of revision notes, and now second round we are doing in the form of test papers. So these test papers will give you an idea about two things. One, what are the important concepts in the chapter Animal Kingdom, or whichever chapter we are picking up every day. Second, how to write the answers for 3 and 5 marks especially. Is it that you need to write some stories in paragraph wise? My advice is you write point wise, and under each point you explain that point in 2 to 3 sentences. So that should be the better way of answering 3 marks and 5 mark questions. So here we are giving samples of answers for that. Plus you have an idea of what are the diagrams that are important in this chapter, or for that matter the chapter that we are going to talk every day in the session. So again you need to practice it, and my suggestion is you practice with pencil, don't practice with pen. Many times I told you, when you are physically available in the school, draw with pencil and label it. And labeling also, I told you, label it on one side, either left side or right side depending upon your choice. While labeling, I also gave a precaution to you that arrow mark should be towards the part, not towards the name you are writing. Arrow mark should be always towards the part. And then while drawing the diagram, I told you 3 things you must always keep it in your mind. One is the axis of the diagram. Second is the ratio of the diagram. Third one is scientific diagram. And of course, fourth one I need not tell you. To impress the examiner, you need to draw most beautiful diagrams, being a biology student. So here we go. Question 1. What are the organs of excretion in annelids and insects? Question 2. Name a free-living and a parasitic platyhelminthes. Question 3. Name 2 adaptations for an aerial mode of life. So these are all 1 mark questions. Question 4. Mention the unique feature of nematodes. Point out, question number 5, point out differences between dogfish and catfish. And question number 6, outline the role of coelom, body cavity. Remember, coelom in animals. Based on coelom, we have classified the animals, remember. And these are all 2 mark questions. You need to write in, say, 2 to 4 sentences maximum. And question number 7 to 8, question 7 and 8, there are 3 marks, so you must write around 6 to 8 sentences. Question number 7, enlist the main characteristics and give example to phylum Porifera. Next, question 8, what are the basis of classification of Animalia? On what basis animals are classified? Next, big question, mega question. Enlist the main features of Aschelminthes and give examples. Aschelminthes. See, sometimes you expect arthropoda, you expect annelida, and you prepare for the exam, and suddenly questions like this will come. Aschelminthes will come. So you are disappointed. Why? Expected something and you got something. So for that, what is the solution? Expect the unexpected. This is the way you need to prepare for the exam. You have got expected ones, one list you make. What are the likely unexpected questions from? How do you arrive at it? Go back to the previous annual exam question papers, maybe last 10 years, and pick up the chapter. So like we are dealing with today, Animal Kingdom. In Animal Kingdom, what are the questions that have come in the last 10 years annual exam of class 11th biology? You will understand that arthropoda is repeatedly asked, annelida is repeatedly asked. Okay, then what is not asked? Maybe Aschelminthes not asked. So you know that this is the unexpected question that is likely to come from this chapter. So better prepare it. So this is how you prepare for the exam. Now take a paper, start writing the answers for all these 9 questions. Maybe after half an hour to 40 minutes, come back to this session. This is the session where we are giving the answers. Compare your answers with the answers that I am giving. 1. Annelida. The excretory organs are nephridia. And in insects, of course, malphagian tubules. Question 2. It's free living planaria. And parasitic is Tinea solium. Tinea solium. Okay. Then question 3. 1. 4 limbs are modified into wings. 2. Uricotelic excretion. Uricotelic excretion and pneumatic bones. Pneumatic bones. These are the modifications. Question 4. 1. Syncytial without mesodermal lining. There is no mesoderm. And then intestine non-muscular but formed endoderm alone. Body wall musculature and made up of special types of muscles. And then sexual dimorphism is quite clear. So male and female sex is very clear. And the differences between dogfish and catfish. Dogfish, it belongs to phylum Chordata, and class Pisces, that is fishes, and subclass Chondriictis. Catfish, it belongs to phylum Chordate, class Pisces, but subclass, look at that, Osteichthyes. Osteo means bones, so it has to be bony fish. Catfish is a bony fish, whereas a dogfish is cartilaginous fish. Cartilage, it's made up of that, cartilage. Body streamlined and divided to head, trunk and tail. So it is a typical normal fish. Whereas this one, catfish, its endoskeleton is made up of bones. That's why Osteichthyes. Question 6th. Coelom is the space between body wall and alimentary canal of the organisms. It is lined by mesoderm. So it is the body wall, between body wall and alimentary canal. It's like a cavity. These visceral organs lie in the coelom. That's why we call it as body cavity. Flatworm does not have coelom. If any animal does not have coelom, then we say acoelomate. So we can say flatworm is acoelomate. Then second, pseudocoelomate. That is, it appears as though there is coelom, but in reality there won't be coelom. That is because of the foldings of the mesoderm. So that is called pseudocoelom, false coelom. It is found in roundworms. And then when we cut open the animal, when we dissect the animal, cut open the animal, we take the transverse section TS of the animal, clearly there is a cavity. And if there is really and truly cavity is present, then we say true coelomates. Means actually coelomates. There, annelids are the best example for that. So based on the presence or absence of coelom, that is body cavity, 3 types of animals are there among the animals. Acoelomates, pseudocoelomates and true coelomates. Question 7. They are commonly called as sponges, and we are all using that in our sofa set. Sponges, chairs, isn't it? Soft. So examples of porifera, you can see cycon. This is cycon, and eusparagia, and then spongilla. These are the 3 examples that we are giving. Draw the diagram. They are generally marine. We all know that they are marine. Diploblastic. Remember, based on the germ layers, how many layers are present? We classify animals into 3 types again. Monoblastic, diploblastic, triploblastic. So here, diploblastic. 2 layers are there. And bilaterally symmetrical. When we cut open the animal, when we cut the animal from top to bottom, we get 2 equal halves. Then we say bilateral symmetry. Next, they have water transport mechanism. This is the evolutionary feature, best evolutionary feature that is there in these sponges. They are very primitive, multicellular animals, of course tissue level, which is cellular level of organization. So the evolution is from cellular level, they go to the tissue level. Water can enter by pores, they're called ostia, in the body wall directly or through canal into spongiocele. From spongiocele, it goes out by means of osculum. We can say it is aperture, anterior dorsal aperture. It is something that is going to develop into a mouth. So this is called canal system. And digestion is intracellular. Within the cell, digestion takes place. Body is supported by skeleton, which contains or consists of spicules, thorn-like structures. Successors are not separate. We don't know which is male, which is female. It's only sponge. They reproduce asexually by fragmentation or sexually by the formation of gametes. Fertilization is internal. Example, cycon, spongilla, euspongia, and eublectella. And question number 8. Animals are classified on the basis of following characters. One is the notochord. Notochord is a rod-like structure found on the chordates. Non-chordates do not have it. Then symmetry. It is the plan of arrangement of body parts. There are 3 types: asymmetric, asymmetric. That means when we cut the animal in any angle, we will not get 2 equal halves. Then we say it is asymmetric. Like you have got this starfish one. Radially symmetrical, yes, here starfish will come because when we cut in particular angles, then only we will get equal halves. Then bilateral symmetrical, just now I said, when you cut from top to bottom, 2 equal halves are formed, then we say bilateral. Left bilateral, right bilateral. Then organization, animals have cellular grade of organization. Their bodies are made up of cell. Others have tissues, organs and organ systems. And embryonic layers, just now I said, 3 layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. All the 3 are there, we say triploblastic. Only 2 are there, diploblastic. Only 1 is there, mono. So they give rise to different organs in the body. These are called germinal layers. Some animals are diploblastic like sponges, but others are triploblastic, having 3 germinal layers including us. Next, mega question number 9. Roundworms. Ask Helmut. They are called roundworms as they appear circular in the body, okay, in the section. Now you can see free living, aquatic there, terrestrial or parasitic. So you can see the male and female sexual dimorphism. Male is short and the female is long. Organization is organ level organization. Bilaterally symmetrical animals. Triploblastic, look at this, advanced character. 3 layers are there, but pseudocoelomate. And alimentation complete with the muscular or pharynx. So alimentary canal has got sexes are separate as we are seeing. Body is covered by a layer called cuticle. Fertilization is internal. And examples are filarial worm, Wucheria, ascaris, pinworm, hookworm. All this come under this phylum. Hence, this is how you need to write this mega question. See, nowhere you see any paragraph or any story. It is straight to the point and it is point wise. Say, it is 5 more questions, around 10 points we have written, 1 to 10. Look at that. Hence, this is how you need to write your answer, particularly for 5 more questions, and don't forget to draw. Of course, it will be good if you can label it also. So this is how we need to train ourselves, and in the next